know, I just looked over and what did it hit, top water? Oh man, look at the belly on that thing. Chunky, let me see that thing. Chunky monkey. I got my trolling game hard right now. Oh yeah, perfect. I'm coming on your side. Oh my God, look at that belly. Let me squeeze that belly. Let me feel that belly. Oh, this one had the same thing my last one had. A bunch of those. Plantation has them too, like the little parasites or whatever they are on top of their head. Let me squeeze it. Oh yeah, that's a belly, dude. Wish I knew where I put my other GoPro.
Yeah, for the underwater release?
Yeah.
Ooh, the way she did that.
I think this is supposed to be waterproof.
Yeah, I'll be done taking a picture of that. One for the second.
Oops, did I hit the wrong thing?
Bring it over.
Also waterproof. This is cool. You see it? It's so what this is it holds my 5, and it's got a this is a charger. You turn this on right here.
Really?
So it'll keep it charging. So you know how the GoPros die usually pretty quickly, like 2 or 3 hour like continuous.
Yeah.
With this, if you can get 9 hours of like 720 or 1080, 4K, you can get like 5 or 6 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet.
On top of, I think, of what you already get out of your regular battery that's in it.
Man, that hit was wild. I wish you'd have seen it. I honestly thought, oh man, I thought it was
Yeah, man, every time I see those things jump on that swim bait, I saw it jump again. That was a like damn good one, but like, dude, the jump on that, I thought you had. Oh shit, I'm stuck on the ground. I thought you had a like 5+ when I saw it jump again. But I mean, that one was a little more understandable because a big old gut, you know, like when that thing jumps, you're seeing something bigger. Holy shit, dude. I think I got a pile of weeds, dude. There's got to be a record right here. Holy crap. That's
emotified for that guy.
Look at that Christmas tree. See that? Golly. Yeah, when it jumped, I was like, oh, please. When it jumped that high, I was like, oh God, please don't say you spit it again. Because the way you were reeling, like after it jumped, your rod wasn't loaded up for like the rest of the fight. So I couldn't tell when I was coming over if you had still had it, but I had a feeling you did because of the way you were moving your rod around, like you were like maneuvering it. I was like, he's gotta still have it. But I was like, at the same time, your rod wasn't loaded up anymore like it was at the beginning, and I was like, oh my God, it spit it again, didn't it? And he's just got weeds on it right now. This one's the ultimate troller. I think I'm gonna buy the, like, I have the Wake one in the action on these are ridiculous, dude. I think I'm gonna buy like the actual like 5 or 6 inch one, because this is the 4-inch one, and it's supposed to be, I think, 2.5 ounces, which is crazy heavy, but like it doesn't cast like you think it would for 2.5. And Yeah, like look at this thing in the water. Did I just miss it?
Yep.
You see that thing? That's why that thing got hit when it, as soon as you said, man, you should troll that little swim bait, I was like, whoa, he might be onto something here. Because it's not as heavy as the other one, so it's not, and this one tends to, like, you see how it's set on the top? Dude, I can count down to like 10 seconds and let it drop and roll it at a slow roll and it'll still come to the top. I hate that. I want it to stay down. Like your swim bait's gonna stay down, like, you know, like a decent amount. It'll get close. Exactly, you can get it close to the top. And even with a slow reel, you can still get it close to the top, but it's a different kind of close to the top with this little tiny one.
Yeah. I thought that was like 7-8 pound bass the way it hit.
These fish, like, and the same in the preserve. I don't know if it's just today, but like all my fish have just been hitting it aggressive and like pulling, man, like every one of them. So that's why, like, I broke off on that one, but I didn't get to see it like you did that swim bait one you saw, or we saw.
Yeah, this one splashed, the water came out of the water at the time. It was crazy.
See, like that one that broke me off, like I said, like, and I like set the hook by the branch, so he could have rubbed me and my line could have already been like basically screwed. I could have been a 2-pound fish for all I know. Yeah. And just because, like I said, when you're, it doesn't have to be a big fish when it's like running at you like that, because when it runs at you, it eventually comes to a stop. Right. And that's when your line goes like this. It's like, because it comes to a stop and now it's nothing but tension. And if you don't have a loose drag, it's gonna pop.
You over there, you're right.
You heard that?
Yeah.
Oh shit. It's like right up against the old dock. Oh dude, now he's on the other side. Dude, he's crushing bait over here. Oh, he's right in front of me now. There must be multiple. Come on, buddies. Oh, I landed on weeds right off the back. Damn it. Damn it. Dude. Oh, look at them all. That's what they were feeding on, those little tiny little shad things. Man, is that one of your better swim bait days, man? You've caught a lot on that.
Sure.
As far as like numbers go?
Well, and this is one of the smallest I've ever thrown.
Yeah.
I'm usually throwing that 7. Basically 7.5, 7.8. But also put off this in my head. And then every now and then you get those that big hits in the lawn. That was a good point.
Yeah, it was.
With her gut, she was pretty heavy. Should have weighed her. My scales are here.
That freaking, that one you lost though, man. That one's haunting my dreams right now. It really doesn't matter how many you catch. Now it's like, after you lose one like that, you're like, I don't care if I catch 30 today, unless I catch one that size again.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Like around a pound of that size, or maybe even just one like over 5. That was, bless you.
sure.
Yeah, like that one was a stud, dude. You can tell just when they're like, oh, I'm so fat I can barely get my ass out of the water to jump.
That initial hit, though, I wish I had that on video. That would have been something to say. That would be great.
We had a lot of every time, like we've had bad like percentages with bass jumping today. If they jump, it's like I've never been so scared like when they jump than today. Like the last time I was that scared when they jump was that amazing spawn bite we talked about at Plantation. I lost so many big fish that year, and I still caught so many big fish, but I still have dreams of the ones I lost. I had 2 on the underspin I had, and dude, I had 3 on this bed one time over by that Chadbourne spot where you say they school, right before it comes into that little cove. Oh my God, dude, I had a giant, dude, on the underspin, and it was just taking line. I couldn't even move it. Just taking line. I'd get a couple reels and it would take more line, and then it jumped, and as soon as it was all my fault. I was horsing it. I should have just kept letting it take line, and I horsed it, and it jumped, and it spit that thing so far. It was one of those spits, like sometimes you'll have those spits where you keep reeling, you're like, maybe you just spit my worm away like a foot or 2 away. He spit it like 10 feet away. I was like, there it goes.
Yeah, over the summer, once I get me a kayak, I'll be doing days where I throw nothing but this. Just to get giant, or try to.
That's why I bought this thing. I still haven't done what I really wanted to do with, I need to fish more. So I have a kayak, and I could technically go fish places that, you know where I want to go? You ever heard of Fellsmere?
No.
Look it up on YouTube when you get home. You're gonna freaking text me and be like, oh, we gotta go there like immediately. It's do you know where Palm Bay is? I think Palm Bay, I want to say Palm Bay, like, do you know who JT Kenny is? Okay, he's like a new, like, he's a professional fisherman. He just now, he quit, I think he was with MLF or he was with FLW. But he quit, and that's where he lives. He lives out here in, like, it's Palm Bay. I want to say it's, like, close to Fort Myers. I looked it up. It's, like, about a 2-hour drive. And it's, dude, it's, like, they just now, like, we should have went last year, but they just finally, like, this was one of the only lakes, I guess, like, see them all?
See those shadows?
Yeah.
My bluegill.
That's what I had been doing earlier. Yeah, so, been, like, hearing about this lake, so I went ahead and Googled it, and then, like, watching all these people fishing, just having insane days, dude. Not just numbers, but just size. They think there could be, like, some, you know, record breakers in there, and
How big is it?
it's big, and, like, real big. And apparently, not up until just, like, a couple months ago, you couldn't, like, no motorized boats at all. The only way you could fish is kayak. So it keeps it, like, pristine, like, fishing. Well, like a bunch of people must have petitioned because a lot of people were going to be pissed about the eventual, like, holy crap. That was a big one.
Was it?
Yeah. Probably the potential of like having people, you know, with boats in there, so they went ahead and switched it. Like there's an area where only kayaks can go.
Okay.
So they kept it like somewhat only kayaks in certain areas. And dude, I've just been seeing people, like multiple different people, like just slaying them, dude. And it's apparently not just a lake for, like I said, for numbers, but size. Like it's insane. Like even if you don't get like a big bag that day, you'll catch at least 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 bass. Yep. Insane. And there's just certain areas that just look so damn good. But yeah, the older lady that I watched that fishes it, she's been she went back there just like the other week. She goes there a lot. She must live around there. And what the hell was that? And she was catching them again, just like a couple weeks ago. She was talking about how there's like a kayak only area. I'm like, damn, man. Like it's got me like wanting to go out there so freaking bad, dude.